back in the public light.
I proudly accept your nomination for president.
As Donald Trump's speech capped off at the Republican National Convention, shining bright like a diamond in Aventura.
Jewelry is art.
As it hosts a jewelry masterclass. And brewing on the bay.
Even if they don't want to work in coffee, just having that experience is super helpful.
As FIU hosts a coffee tasting event. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Alejandro Marquina.
I'm Valentina Gaspari. Today's Friday, July 19th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
The RNC's fourth and final day closes with speeches from guests like Dana White, Hulk Hogan, and most importantly, former President Donald Trump. This was Trump's first public speech since the assassination attempt on Saturday.
As CNN's Jen Sullivan reports, the former president was attempting a different tone.
Greeted by a standing ovation and cheers, former President Donald Trump formally accepting the GOP nomination for president at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee Thursday night.
With faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States.
His speech coming just days after surviving an assassination attempt during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania Saturday night. Trump donning a bandage on his right ear where he was grazed by a bullet.
My hand was covered with blood, just absolutely blood all over the place. I immediately knew it was very serious, that we were under attack.
The image of Trump bloodied and repeatedly yelling, "Fight!" becoming a symbol of perseverance at the convention. Some attendees even covering their ears, wearing bandages in solidarity and inspiring merchandise like this, "Fearless."
I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God.
The 45th president's tone was much different in the wake of Saturday's shooting.
Despite such a heinous attack, we unite this evening more determined than ever. We must not criminalize dissent or demonize political disagreement, which is what's been happening in our country.
Trump's acceptance speech coming amid growing calls that President Joe Biden should step down as the Democratic nominee for president. Many Democratic leaders have called on Biden to reconsider running amidst questions about his mental competency. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
As of this morning, the clock down officially begins as we are a month out from the Democratic National Convention, and the lead-up has been filled with questions on whether President Biden is able to lead the party's ticket. As CNN's Amy Kiley reports, the president's senior officials share similar concerns.
I think he deserves the respect of being able to reflect on this moment.
Many senior-ranking White House and Biden campaign officials now privately believe President Joe Biden must abandon his re-election campaign soon. That's according to more than 24 sources with knowledge of the matter.
I'm confident that we will nominate the best candidate to take on and defeat Donald Trump. For me, that's Joe Biden. For some of my colleagues, they have different views.
A Democratic governor in touch with party officials says the next 72 hours are big, and this can't go on much longer. Some sources say Biden has become increasingly isolated with a shrinking inner circle. A White House spokesperson says the president hasn't changed his team. His campaign insists he's staying in the race and has a chance to win. But some sources worry Biden isn't getting good information about his poll numbers.
I would rather do anything else than work against the second Biden administration, but it can't happen. It won't happen.
At least 20 House Democrats are publicly asking Biden to step aside. They say he should release the delegates he won during primaries. Under party rules, Democrats could then elect a new nominee at their convention.
There is a process. As chaotic as some people think it is, it's much favorable to Trump's second term.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And this morning, the investigation of a missing 3-year-old boy with autism continues after the body was found. Rakim Akbari was recovered in a body of water at an Orange County resort. Deputies say that the boy went missing from the resort early Thursday morning near Walt Disney World. Although Rakim's body was recovered, detectives are still trying to find out what caused the tragic loss.
Also in Orange County this morning, authorities searched for 3 men who fled the scene of an accident. The hit and run took place Sunday morning in Orlando. Dash cam footage you're watching now shows a red Camaro tried to speed up and switch lanes before crashing into a white SUV that flipped off the interstate. The 3 men were eventually seen getting into another car.
Post-collision, there were 3 occupants in that red sedan, and they just fled the scene on foot. We did have several witnesses, thankfully stopped by and were able to capture some photos of the 3 occupants that were fleeing the scene.
The driver of the white SUV was a 20-year-old woman who authorities confirmed is doing okay and not seriously hurt. Garcia says what could have ended in a ticket will now likely end with criminal charges.
And a major jewelry company focuses on education at a hotel in Aventura. Caplin News reporter Ana Paula Mayorga shares some of their pearls of wisdom.
The Jewelry Blossom event at Hilton Aventura is a blend of a masterclass and a raffle with many exciting gifts, offering a unique opportunity to explore the latest trends in pearl accessories. Let's take a look.
The Jewelry Blooms event was hosted in collaboration with the Spanish brand Mayorica, which is well known internationally for their handmade pearls.
So the inspiration about the Jewelry Blooms events, of course, to network people with the common ideas and interests. Jewelry is art. Our hotel is also about art. We have a lot of events about artists, art classes, floristic classes, and of course jewelry and everything which is connected with the beauty. It's very important to learn about. And today Majorica company, they did a really interesting master class saying about how to wear pearls, how to raise them, what is that about, history of this jewelry industry.
We want to be associated and we want to help in different events in society, and whether it's culture, whether it's giving back to women's causes and other things around that line. And we want to make sure we're also giving back and showing that that Majorica does that gives back to the community.
Tonight, Hilton Aventura will be hosting another open to the public event named Artistry in Bloom, with music, art, and a class on how to make your own flower bouquet. Reporting for Caplin News, I am Ana Paula Mayorga.
The Kansas City Royals and an employee make historic strides for baseball and American sports.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
We have from the basics all the way to the advanced for everyone to learn. Even if they don't want to work in coffee, just having that experience is super helpful.
While you're getting your morning cafecito, stick around after the break to learn some of the new brewing tricks that were showcased right here at the FIU campus. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
I debate all day. It's what I do. But there are some things that are undebatable, like your mental health. I was in a dark place when my brother passed away in a car accident. I was depressed in ways I never imagined. I reached out, and my sisters came, my pastor, my therapist. They helped me get through it. I found that the more I spoke up, the healthier my mind became. When you love your mind, you can go so much further. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double
Bayview Brewing as FIU holds a coffee tasting class. Coffee lovers unite at a Florida International University's North Miami campus for a caffeinated close to the semester.
Caplin's Denise Diaz brings us more details on that brewing experience.
Coffee roast tastings at FIU, aiming to offer students and guests insights on different brew methods.
An event
Thanks to the hard work of Coffee Guild, attendees learn about different brewing techniques. For those coffee lovers, the event also includes insights into various coffee roasts and methods.
We have from the basics all the way to the advanced for everyone to learn. Even if they don't want to work in coffee, just having that experience is super helpful.
This event serves as an opportunity for students and others interested in coffee to learn about Third Wave Water, which is an Ohio-based company dedicated to improve the quality of the water you use to brew your coffee.
Quality of coffee is gradable, so you can say this is a higher quality versus a lower quality of coffee.
Definitely like more in-depth information than what you would expect.
The key is not only about the brewing technique, but in how it is taught. Reporting for Caplin News, Denise Diaz.
The Kansas City Royals make baseball history after hiring their first female performance coach. Melissa Lambert began her major league role last season with the Dodgers before joining the Royals this year. Lambert has made a noticeable impact on the team and keeps the team focused for the October postseason. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depressing stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Get ready to clap, guys.
And that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Alejandro Marquina.
I'm Valentina Gaspari. Today's show was aired in front of a live audience from Pinecrest North Prep. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.